Hi everyone, I'm Sidney Turner and I'm the instructor for ENC2135 Section 202, fully online, titled Genre, Research, and Context, Exploring Activism and Agency. So with this video, I'm going to just kind of introduce myself a little bit as your instructor, and then we're going to go through a quick breakdown of the syllabus, hitting some things that I really want to place an emphasis on, and then kind of give a leading into what's going to happen this week and going into next week. So again, my name is Sidney Turner. You guys can refer to me as Sidney or Miss Turner whenever you're contacting me. Since this is a fully online course, our main communication line is going to be via email, and you can reach me at sturner3@fsu.edu. And the other time we're going to be communicating, as you'll see in the syllabus, is when we have conferences, and that's going to be facilitated via Google Hangout. Now, don't freak out that I just said Google Hangout. I'm going to make sure I upload a video and have some instructions out there to kind of help you guys figure out how to use it, especially if you're someone who's never used Google Hangout or other Google applications. And we're going to be doing that twice this semester. And I really am excited to be getting into this semester with you guys. As I said, Sidney Turner, Miss Turner, or Sidney. I am currently completing my second year as a master's student at FSU, getting my degree in rhetoric and composition from the English department. With that being said, I just wrapped up applying to PhD programs. Woohoo! And we'll see what happens with that. I love art. Art's a big part of my life. I like going to the movies, painting, playing tennis. I have a puppy, so she takes up a lot of my time. Her name is Autumn. She is white with brown spots and such a cutie. I am definitely a dog person, so that's one fun fact about me. I'm also a Florida girl. I grew up in Orlando, Florida. I went to Lake Mary High School, and I actually completed my undergrad here at FSU as well. So I definitely am a Seminole at heart for sure at this point. So going into the course, this course places a strong emphasis on genre. That's just something that all ENC 2135 sections do. It's just a part of the course, as well as a 6,000 word requirement. So with this class, you're expected to have written 6,000 polished words by the end of it, and those 6,000 words are going to be divided between the three major projects that I've designed for you to tackle as we take on this semester. That might sound daunting for some people, especially if you're not really used to writing really long papers, but we do break it up into sections. So as you'll see in the syllabus, at the first page, there's my contact information going on, but if you go to page 4 on it, it kind of gives a project breakdown, so you can kind of see my expectations of word count for everything, as well as the fact that with those projects, we're doing peer review. So the whole paper itself isn't going to be due all at once. We're breaking it down into parts, and that'll be further explained in a later video once I break down what project 1 is going to be for you guys. So some things that I definitely want to point out, like I said, there's a high emphasis on genre in this course, and the focus is that we're teaching students research skills that allow them to effectively incorporate outside sources in their writing and to compose in a variety of genres for specific contexts. For me personally, my goal is to really establish some tools for you guys to use as writers, gain confidence in your voices so that you can be effective communicators regardless of your major or future profession that you take on. With that being said, this will not be like high school. I think that's really important, especially for people who have taken AP classes, IB, or dual enrollment. I don't want you to think that we're going to just be repeating everything you've already sat through. That's not what I'm doing in this course at all. I am going to be challenging you guys to really develop into strong writers, looking at your individual skills, so that by the end of it, whatever your focus was for this course of what you wanted to improve, hopefully we'll achieve that goal by the end. So with this course, specifically, I'm going to be having you guys do some mini assignments and discussion board posts kind of centered around an activist group, and that's going to serve as a scaffolding for your major projects as well. So since this is an online course and we can't really gain a sense of community via our peers, my hope is that by having you guys kind of explore different causes or activist groups, you can gain a sense of how different communities outside of academia kind of engage and share information. So that with this course, not only are you gaining writerly experience and tools to take with you for communicating, but now you're going to be able to analyze the communication decisions made by other people. And on top of that, gain a deeper understanding of things that are present and active today, maybe even the past, but at the very least, something that matters to you. So that you're going to have the opportunity to really explore a topic that maybe you haven't had a lot of experience with, or something that you just kind of want to get a better sense of how does this work. I will be posting a video that kind of breaks this down a little bit more in some instructions, but I'm really excited about this. I will also be picking a group to follow to use as an example for some of the assignments. So I'm right there with you learning about all these new causes, these people, and just kind of like how our voices are heard in the broader public sphere. So with this course, it's completely online. So what you really need to know is that our home space, as discussed on page 2 of the syllabus, is Canvas. I need you guys to take a second this week to really explore the navigation of the site. Everything you need is available on Canvas, okay? My contact information is on the home page itself, and then as well can be found on the syllabus. With this course, I've broken it down into weekly modules. So every week, if you go under modules, we'll have all the documents, all the submission portals, links, anything you might need for that week will be accessible there. As well as if you don't really want to look there or you don't want to scroll through the weeks, if I upload PDFs or instructions, that's all going to be available via files as well, and as well as discussion board posts. So how I've designed this course is that all major projects are going to be due on Mondays. So that means that I'm going to be posting kind of like an introduction to the week the Wednesday before that week starts. So you'll have ample time to kind of look at everything. The goal with having things due on Monday is the fact that you'll have that whole week to really focus in on your writing. Because this is such a heavy writing course, I want to make sure you're not struggling or straggling last minute for things to kind of get done. Another thing I need to emphasize is that even though this is online, that doesn't mean you work at your own pace. So what I mean by that is that you still have to turn things in on time. Anything turns in after 48 hours, regardless of what it is not going to get any points back. It's up to you to communicate with me if you have a technological issue, if you have questions or concerns. I want you guys to be willing to talk to me, as well as your peers. So on Canvas, if you go to pages, there is going to be a page about questions, and that's a space for you guys to kind of ask questions that I will answer, as well as your peers. I'm going to leave that open to you guys to kind of like talk to each other about things that might be a little confusing. So there will be like a public forum kind of for major questions and answers that come up as we go throughout this course. So with that being said, the course materials that you'll need to have can be found on page 4. You're definitely going to need the Bedford Book of Genre. So going into this week, please, please, please get the book and be ready to just hop right into this content. You'll also need to have access to a Gmail account so that we can be using Google Docs and Google Hangouts. That is going to kind of be our spaces of communication between each other that go outside the Canvas page, but you're going to be able to access everything via Canvas. And then there'll be PDFs that I provide you, so you just got to make sure you're looking for them as outside readings, possible links I'm going to be giving you guys to look at as outside readings. And then with this course, we're going to be watching 2 films. We're really looking at genre, you guys, just like I said. And so with that, I'm having you guys really analyze different genres too as scaffolding for what we're going to be addressing throughout the course. So as I said, there are 3 major assignments. With that, we're going to also have 2 collaborations where you're going to be working with other people from the class on a smaller scale. And I am going to be providing videos kind of breaking that down. So I am holding your hand throughout this process because I know things can kind of get tricky when you can't see someone face to face. And then another thing with this is that you're going to be creating an e-portfolio. Now, this is something you're going to be working on throughout the semester, and I expect to see it every time you turn in any major project. Look out for the video and instructions breaking that down coming to you this week, because that's going to be really important for you guys to get a head start on as we go throughout this course. So since this is online, we're not really doing attendance, but if you go MIA for 3 weeks, you don't communicate with me for 3 weeks, you're not turning anything in, you're not going to pass this class. And that's kind of listed out on page 7. And that just kind of goes along with the idea that this is such a fast-paced class that at some point, you're not going to be able to catch back up. So you need to be communicating with me. If you're sick, let me know. I have to get the proper documentation from you. I want you guys to be really successful in this class. So I know I keep saying it. It's because I mean it. You need to be communicating with me. And I think as long as we are all on the same page with that, this is going to be such a great productive course for us all, and just a really great learning experience and time to explore things that maybe we haven't really thought about, or just think about things in a different way. So please take the time to kind of read over the syllabus. Feel free to send a question my way, post one if something comes up. I'm not going to be doing a syllabus quiz or anything, but I expect you guys to have read the syllabus, and I will be uploading a form that everyone needs to sign in order to kind of say that you understand the expectations of the course and just kind of like how you should be behaving in an online course, because even though we're not meeting face-to-face, I expect the same level of respect from each other as we would if we were face-to-face. So no bullying, trolling, being silly, that kind of thing. So please make sure that you do the discussion board post for this week. That kind of is just like you guys introducing yourselves, because that's going to be my way of knowing who's in the class and get a sense of what everyone's about. I'm really excited to get to know you guys. So good luck with everything for syllabus week, and I look forward to reading what you write.